injury. Would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup. He'll drop to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Prescott. That's Gallup on the slant. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
1-yard gain.
You look at this Cowboy defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That is caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw again. That's going to be caught by Rivers. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here is 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards, the final tally.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Hoover, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Mingo. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
2nd down, Pollard again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. On now the former Vol, Michael Pilardi. Taken in at the 22. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. That catch for his career's number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Hoover. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 3rd down, Hoover. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Pollard again, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Carolina defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try and knock it loose.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
1st down, Panthers.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Back to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown! Adam Thielen. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Cowboys nothing.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the... The timing... Prescott on first down. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down to the 43, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Prescott drops this underneath for Pollard. They'll give him 4 yards there, and now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had a couple of touchdown passes in that game last week, and he's matched that with 2 in the first half here as his guys start 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark, and the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at their 49-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now. Out in front here, they've got it 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now this one complete on the slant route. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first.
And the Panther first down.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Now a 2nd and 6. Back to throw again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll look to throw again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down, Panthers.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hoover. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Field goal unit and Brian Johnson out there. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Johnson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach.
Down the numbers. There he goes. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A give to Pollard running left, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 36 yards on the play. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodge 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where you see the final score there. Mac Jones, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Saquon Barkley, a touchdown run in the victory. And finally, on Monday Night Football, they've got a good one lined up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Las Vegas Raiders. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Running right, it's Pollard. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Now Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Pollard is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start on the ground here on first down. There he goes, right side. Down the sideline. And now look at this. Big gain by fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. A second down throw for Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb.
Pass interference. Defense.
Come on, dog!
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
First down, Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, early they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Second and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Pollard going to try the right side. Now, this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, it's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to fourth down.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On second down now, it's Hoover, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3, 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Option play. Here's Pollard. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the 3rd quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the 2nd half.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll run left with Pollard. Breaks a tackle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
They'll run with Pollard.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Pollard one more time.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, He's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Carolina. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Johnson for the extra point try. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Now a give here to Pollard. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Down the right side. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is caught, and he's brought down. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out, and the Panthers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
24.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Now Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now this series could very well determine our outcome. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. And the Panthers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 8. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Rivers. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increase. Twice the distance now just to get a first down and one less down to try and get it.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
To the air again, Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. Dallas returns on offense, and among the weapons, Michael Gallup at wide receiver. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for him to handle?
That's right. Agree. This 7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Prescott from the gun. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. They'll run. Here's Pollard. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Run for Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So how about this start to a year? Fantasy owners take note. 2 rushing touchdowns in the opener. 2 more here in week 2.
So a nice pickup by 2 entities. 1, this team for making sure they acquired this guy. And 2, anyone who plays fantasy who has him on their team.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. So now the Panthers down by 7, 1:09 to play. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw. Hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on against the end, they'll kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Illegal forward pass. Offset.
He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose a down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
Hold in here, Caldwell. And he is going to be brought down. And now making matters more dire, this is going to be 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he will find his man on the outside. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
No timeouts. 6 seconds to play.
He's back to throw. This to possibly force OT.
This ball intercepted.
Here's Coleman now to return.
And the Cowboys are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Dallas, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
It's week 3 of the NFL, and we've got the Panthers, rookie linebacker, who really led his defense last week with a 10-tackle game. It's the Panthers and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams...
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from Utah. It's Tyler Huntley. They'll start on the ground with Moss. Up to the 20.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they have everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Now Huntley. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
Wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
They're hoping to get rid of that interception bug. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Gilmore. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. And the Panther 1st down.
Back to throw here. Oh, good move. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They'll look to throw. got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Back to throw. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Gilmore. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
2nd and 1. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
3rd down and 6.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Huntley working from the gun.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman.
Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gilmore. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break up a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Gilmore. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. Gilmore.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
11 yards and a Panther first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 110 yards, and the score.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first, but he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
First down, Carolina.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Gilmore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Miami's offense set and ready to go.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. You look at this Carolina defense.
This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get out of roll or chip away at their timing.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
47-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Huntley. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
A very solid gain of 27.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. That's complete to Troutman, right side.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go up the middle here with Moss.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Huntley to throw.
Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Moss going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Second and goal from the 1. Moss once more. And this time he'll score. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. On second down, Gilmore. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Panthers at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And Johnson's extra point up and good, and it's now 21-7. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. A long drive last time. And Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Huntley looks to throw.
Little short pass here to Hill. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
They'll run on first down. Gilmore. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down now, Gilmore.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Now a handoff up the middle. Gilmore. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And the Panther first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
He completes this one to Mingo.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Jonathan. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for Carolina, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week.
Choose from 4 preset offers that range in level of risk.
You
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Panthers, rookie linebacker, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Panthers and the Bills, and it's coming up next.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you get...
Allen going to go to the air right away. This to the tight end, Kincaid.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Pass to 20 for a short gain, 2nd down.
21-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 21, here's the 2nd down and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gilmore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's an early scramble reviewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down.
Now Sterling Hoffrichter set to punt.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated. Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5.
At the 32-yard line.
Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
Try to get that pass to Khalil Shakir.
And it's 3rd and 5.
You look at this Carolina defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
With their lack of pass defense, they do make up for it in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Right back to him on first down. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw here. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 12 carries, 53 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
From midfield, here's Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And 3rd and 8 now. You look at this Carolina defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're the top 10 in the league in sacks.
23 yards on the play. He's a diminutive receiver, Charles. Not a ton of size, but still able to bring that in against double coverage.
I think that's a great job by him of understanding angles, because you mentioned his size. He's not going to go over the top of someone or body someone out of the way. He's got to make sure he creates enough space for himself by getting people into the wrong spot on defense, moving them with his.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Trey McKinney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Field goal unit and Brian Johnson out there. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Johnson's kick is good. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, Cook. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On play action, Allen. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. They get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 1st down, Gilmore. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. The Panthers at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Panthers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. Give him 18 on the play.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
They'll run on first down. Gilmore. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 23-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gilmore. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pushes past him. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 on first down. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to bring his way in for a Panther score. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Bills 7.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And here come the Bills. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string the...
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked on by J.C. Horn. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, when I looked out, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 2nd and 6. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. We'll get a pause pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Here comes third and the length of the football. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. To the air, Allen. What an effort. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. Is able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen with career touchdown number 60. And the Bills are once again back in front.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Dicker down, attack on the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2nd and long. They'll air one out deep for Mingo. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So here are the Bills to take over. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to Miami a week ago, and they've got the lead right now as they come up with a 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And Davis went it left side. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. And they'll try to run the option here. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This is taken at the 15. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's going to let this thing go deep for Caldwell. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. He completes this one to Mingo. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the 49ers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. Brock Purdy has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Breece Hall, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Isaiah Pacheco with 2 touchdowns there. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On second down, Gilmore. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Gilmore. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Yes, 2nd and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen is taken in by Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First down, Buffalo.
Cook up the gut. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line. The whole blockers off of them.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the offense for the Panthers here, getting the football back. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game, and that continued with that first down run.
On first down, Gilmore. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 2nd down now, Gilmore. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by Mingo, right side. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's completed to Caldwell. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Johnson's kick is good. And the lead is down at 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
That's quickly out wide to Davis. No gain on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Now looks to throw. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. Here's a 2nd and 8. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 3rd down and 10.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead to about the 40-yard line. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Here's Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. Second catch for the day, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Gilmore. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Now a throw here to his running back. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line. Now
a handoff up the middle. Gilmore. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to get the Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Going over reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? You got to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with a slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand.
At the 2-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Getting the ball is Cook, running left.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Allen's throw is complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Here's Allen. And he's got it down to the 28.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
To throw is Allen.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Allen, 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And his kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he would get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4. Here's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He's back to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Bills, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what?
It's Week 11 of the National Football League. And coming up next, we'll see Kenneth Walker. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Seahawks and the Panthers. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defense...
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
The numbers for Walker last week.
20 carries, 124 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You look at this Carolina defense.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them in defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Walker now in 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
2nd and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught. Wallace hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. They're going to look to throw.
He completes this to Walker.
And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Gilmore to about the 40-yard line. The Panthers at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now Sterling Hoffrichter set to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker in the Seattle offense. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st down, Gilmore. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll set up a throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. You talk about the Seahawk defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 on the 1st down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
Now back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line. That's the answer.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. Gilmore. And he's able to get it down to the 25. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The offense on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw out wide is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Seahawks, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home